Hi YouTube, it's Lena and I'm here today with my empties. And as always, you know, it's empty because I set everything out in front of me. So if you were tuning in for the first time, real quick, I like to go over my makeup first, then my full size, then my travel size, then my foil samples, so that just in case people aren't into foil samples, at the end they can tune out. So let's get started. Keep all my makeup and my perfume samples in a bag so that I can keep up with them. First off, we have a powder. This is the Milani Prep Set and Go powder. This is an all white powder and it is completely empty, as you can see. And I actually didn't really like it. It was a nice, you know, kind of mattifying powder. It is $9.99 though, and the Essence one is cheaper, which is $3.99 for basically the same thing. I don't know how they compare as far as ounces per price are concerned, but they both lasted me about 2.5 to 3 months once I started using them straight, so there you go. I would probably get the Essence one over that, but if I couldn't, like if I wasn't at a Target or an Ulta, but I was at a CVS, I would get this. Like, it's still really good. I have the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. I do like this, but more in the dead of winter. This is a primer, by the way. But this is the hydrating primer. I don't know if I mentioned that. Probably not. But it is very hydrating, and it does help makeup kind of stick to your face, but I'm a very oily skinned girl, so I would never purchase a full size of this, but I do like it when I get minis. I just save them for, you know, the cooler times of year. And this has the same problem, basically. It is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. It is very glowy, a bit too glowy for my oily skin. I did get it used up, but I would never purchase this because my skin is just too oily to be able to wear it year round. Oh, okay, I have the Too Faced Sweet Peach Creamy Peach Oil Lip Gloss in Pure Peach. This was a 100-point perk like a month ago, and I destroyed it. I loved this, and I'm probably gonna buy the full size when Ulta sends out their 20% off everything coupons that they send out around the time that Sephora does their VIB sales. Although if I don't get one because I am not a platinum member, I would just buy it from the VIB sale. But this does smell and taste like peach. It is really moisturizing on the lips. I loved it, and I totally plan on buying a full size soon. So I don't always throw shade at Too Faced. I just did an anti-haul where I did throw some shade at them. I don't always throw shade at them. I do like some of their products. I just think some of their shit is really gimmicky. Honestly, smelling and tasting like peach is kind of gimmicky. That's just one that works. I have the Too Cool for School Dynaplat CC Cream. This was a bit too light for me personally. I used it as a mixture, and it's a bit on the moisturizing side too, so I would probably not repurchase, but it was nice as a mixture to use up. Because I've been using a lot of my perfume samples as room sprays to get rid of them because I had a lot. This is the Sephora Lashcraft Linked Volume Mascara. I got this in my last Play by Sephora bag that I got. The wand is interesting, I guess. It's like a paddle, but it's got everywhere. So after a month of using it, I decided I was not going to waste my time on it anymore, and I was just going to consider it done. Life is too short for bad mascara. Like, even just touching it, it has gotten on my fingers. So, no. This is the Tartist lip liner in Latergram. Everybody knows the issue with these little minis is that it's super drying and they kind of break off, and mine did that a couple of times, so I would, based on this, I would not repurchase, but I've heard the full size is a little bit better, so I don't know. Finally, we have the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in green. I raved about the peach one last month. The green one is nice as well, but it's really easy to get a green concealer that works really well. What I loved about the peach so much was that it worked with concealer. Like, they didn't, you know, chunk up or cake up or anything like that. So loved that, and do love this. This is a really great formula, but it's a bit easier to dupe. So I would probably not purchase this, but I'm still definitely considering the peach one. Like I said, I think the rest of this is all, you know, perfume samples. Let's see. I have the Gucci Bamboo. This was actually really nice. I did enjoy that. Prada Candy I do like, but I don't think I would purchase because it's just kind of a little one-notey. The Gucci Bamboo I might consider repurchasing. I have the Harvey Prince Hello. It's nice, but I would not purchase. I really like Sincerely by Harvey Prince. let's see, we have the Replica Jazz Club. I love this as a room spray. They apparently make a candle of this, but it is a $60 candle. I kind of want to see it in person to see how big it is. I can't believe I'm even considering buying it. But I really loved this. This just hit the sense of smoky jazz club without, you know, cigarette smoke in it. Oh, I love it. I loved this perfume. I don't know if it would smell good on me, but it was amazing as a room spray, and I think it would be amazing in candle form. But I'm not going to buy a $120 of cologne as a room spray. And then I found out they had a candle, but it's $60, and I'm still kind of considering it because I really loved that smell. Finally, we have the Derek Lam 10 Crosby Drug on Youth. This was fine, nothing special, so I would not purchase that. I have full sizes, most of them from my husband. One just rolled on the floor, so I have to grab them. Alright, I guess I'll go over you first since you decided to roll on the floor and get dog hair all over yourself. This is the Ulta makeup sponge. I disliked this so much that I actually sold the other one to a friend of mine because she really liked them, but they just get huge and the tip kind of puffs up and wears away, so I did not like this, and I don't think you can purchase them anymore. I think that's why she wanted to buy mine so bad, but I did not care for that. I have the VEDA Natural Ultra Care Tea Tree Oil. This is technically a hair oil. I used it as a bath oil and it was fine for that. I got it from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just trying to get through my massive back stock of hair oil, which I did good. This month I actually used up one actually on my hair, but I'll get to that in a bit. I guess I'll go over my husband's Empties real quick. He had a St. Ives Blemish Control Apricot Scrub. He loves this stuff. I know I've told him that you shouldn't use it every day because it could leave little micro tears in his face. He does not care. He loves it, so I keep buying it for him. I do know that they have kind of revamped their formula a little bit. It's not as scrubby anymore. Like, it's not as hugely scrubby anymore. So maybe it's a little bit better, but like I've always heard that on YouTube that you can't use this every day because it'll tear the crap out of your face. This is the deodorant he uses. This is the Old Spice Aqua Reef. It does smell really good. It's just the gel version, and as I've mentioned many times before, but this is funny for new people, in height differences, he is 6'5", I am 5'4.5". I literally come up to his armpit. So I have a vested interest in what his deodorant smells like. And finally for him, this is the Spa Haas Body Wash for Men in South Seas. I get these from the Dollar Tree. He really likes them. He seems to like all of the little Old Spice knockoffs that they have there. So I just buy the ones there because they're $1 versus like $4. And he goes through them in about the same amount of time. And it does smell really nice. And finally, for my full sizes that are not paper masks, I have the Alba Botanica Acne Dote or Date, or I don't know, Maximum Strength Deep Clean Astringent. I actually did not really care for this for a couple of reasons. It has this just open mouth bottle, which I did literally spill this once, so I can't have stuff like that because I'm kind of clumsy unless I'm being really careful. It does really smell like an astringent, that kind of alcohol-y, witch hazel-y smell. This has a lot of witch hazel in it, so it was actually okay around my eyes, surprisingly, just considering that the kind of potent alcohol-y smell, and it does have alcohol in it too. I'm not sure this did much for acne because I did break out a few times from other stuff and this did not help with that. So I would not repurchase this. I really like their pineapple enzyme toner better, but it's really hard to find. I'm using a different toner right now that I'm really enjoying, so I would probably not bother with that anyway. Alright, paper masks. I have a lot, and I have a lot to say about some of them. First off is this one. This is the Ingredients brand Black Pepper Cream Mask. I thought this was a paper mask because of the packaging, but no, it's actually like a white cream. This broke me out so bad, and it took me 2 uses to figure it out. I think there's still some left in here, but I would not use this. I got this from Walgreens, and I got really excited when I saw they had a bunch of new masks there, so I bought this and another one. But not only would I not buy this again, I'm scared to try anything out from this brand because this, I know some people, like 4 or 5 zits is not a huge breakout, but for me that really is. I've mostly gotten past the breakout point of my life. I don't have much in the way of adult acne. I say that as I have one right here, but if I break out in more than just one at a time every once in a while, that's a bad breakout for me. And this gave me like 4 or 5 honkers all over my face, so no. Have the Yes to Tomatoes Clean Skin Acne Fighting Paper Mask. This was okay, but nothing super special or memorable, so I would probably not repurchase. And I found that about all of the Yes to paper masks so far, because I've tried like 3 of them, and none of them have been super interesting. And 2 of them, I think it was the Yes to Charcoal ones, were a little too potent smelling for me. I wish I'd taken a picture of this. This was the Glam Rock Abracadabra mask from Too Cool for School. It was an eye mask, which I didn't realize when I put it on, but that was cool. And it had like that little lace decoration on the top of it, so it was really neat. And it's for anti-wrinkle type of thing. I don't know what it does to help that, at least not in one use, but it did really like hydrate and plumpify the area around my eye, so I would consider getting this again. This is the Aqua Beauty Skin Conditioning Cloth Facial Mask. This was kind of dry for a paper mask, so I didn't really care about that, and they don't sell it anymore, so I can't get it anyway. Like, you can only find it on like eBay now. This was the other mask that I got from Walgreens, but this one I actually did enjoy. This is the Panda Face Fiber Face Mask. As far as I could tell, it's the OK brand, like OK, like O Korean brand. Green tea and apple scented, and it was scented like green tea and apple. This was really nice, and I did a picture of this on my Instagram where it was like the actual like panda face mask. I looked like a sad panda. But this was really fun. I'm not sure if it's worth $4.99, because I know these masks that are printed on them are always more expensive. But it was really fun. I think this would be more fun to do at like a sleepover, or something like that, to do with a bunch of friends, and I'll take a picture at once. It was moisturizing and everything though, so it's not like it was worthless. It just, $5 is a lot to pay for a paper mask. Because usually you can buy most paper masks in like boxes of 10 for like $10 to $12, like in America. So that's a little expensive for them. You gotta do that ordering off of like Amazon, but most of them ship Amazon Prime these days. Next we have a Papa Recipe Bombi Honey Mask. I do really enjoy these. I got these from 0.8 liter a while back to review, and they sent me like 5 of them, so I just had some hanging around after I did my reviews. This really does smell like honey, like amazingly like honey. I can still smell it now. And it is super duper moisturizing. It is a little on the drippy side, like it is soaked with essence, but it is really nice. And this is one I might actually repurchase once I go through my last one. Because I got through a lot of my masks this month, and now I'm actually like down to like 5, which is rare for me because usually I have like 15 at a time. I literally bought this because I went to my mom's overnight to go to a friend's wedding in my hometown, and I forgot to bring moisturizer. So instead of buying a whole new pack of moisturizer, I went to CVS and bought a mask to wear that night. And it worked, so it was fine. This is the Beauty 360 Hydrating and Purifying Tissue Facial Mask. This was like $3.99, but better paying $3.99 than buying a giant new thing of moisturizer. When I have all the moisturizer in the world, I just left it at home. But this was nice. It was really moisturizing, so it did its job, especially for the major need that I needed it for at that time. So if I left the house without moisturizer again, I would run into CVS and buy that again. This is one I actually got on recommendation from somebody on Instagram. This is the Leaders in Solution Daily Wonders Break Up With Your Ex Skin Cells Exfoliating Mask. These are $5 from Ulta, which is kind of expensive for a paper mask. However, this is a freaking miracle worker. Like, this is amazing. Like, go look these up on Ulta's website, because they have a bunch of them, and you always wind up coming short of like $5 or $10 from free shipping. Well, this is something you can get for $5. And this is technically an exfoliating mask, and it left my skin baby smooth and awesome feeling. It also shrank the crap out of my pores, and it doesn't even advertise that. So I loved this, and I have another one that is actually a pore refining one. And in my next Ulta order, I will probably pick up some more because they're awesome. I don't know if they sell them in the store or not, probably. As you know, they have like those racks right by the counter where you check out that are full of like stuff that's $5 and $10. They're probably in that. finally, for masks, we have Pure Smile Essence Mask Pearl with vitamin E and collagen. This was fine, nice and moisturizing. I don't know if I would necessarily seek this out again, but if I got it, I would use it. Whew, and I have a couple of random makeup wipes and cotton rounds. This is the 4 Pro cotton rounds. I buy this in a pack of 100, 6 packs for like $12.99 on Amazon, and they're great. They're nice and stitched on the outside so they don't peel apart. And I would purchase them again when I run out. I think I still have like 1.5 of these left. I have 2, what are these? Makeup wipe removers, makeup remover wipes. This is the one I keep in my makeup bag. They are from the Dollar Tree. They're what I use to wipe away swatches and stuff. So they do the job for that, but they are a little rough on the face to take off makeup. So that's why I only buy them for swatch type things. This is actually my favorite type of makeup removers. This is the Simple Micellar Makeup Remover Wipes. I love these. They're nice and saturated. They are $7.99, but sometimes at Costco you can get a 3-pack for $9.99, and that's the way I recommend getting them. All right, we got a bunch of minis. Here is the Murad Transforming Powder. It is a cleanser powder thing. This was really nice. I did enjoy it, but I went through it kind of fast, so I would probably not purchase it for that reason alone. Here we have the Belief the True Cream Aqua Bomb. I love this moisturizer. If I ever run out of moisturizer, this is one I would consider getting in the full size. It hydrates wonderfully without leaving me greasy. Next is the Kaylin Dissolve It Makeup Melt Cleansing Balm. It's just like a solid cleanser that you rub and warm up on your face and that kind of stuff. Y'all know what that is. I did like this, but you can only get Kaylin Cosmetics from the Kaylin website, I believe, so I don't know if I would necessarily go to their website just to get this when there are other makeup things like this that I like that I can get from multiple sites or even in stores easier. I really like the Clinique one though, and I've heard that the NYX one is really good. Next is the Fresh Rose Face Mask. This is okay. I think maybe just I don't have the right type of skin to really enjoy the benefits of this, but I got this as the birthday gift last year along with the cleanser that they give out a lot, and it's nice, but I would not repurchase, especially since it's kind of expensive. Here's the other hair oil I went through. That was totally a surprise. I did not realize it was that close to being empty. This is the Uberless Straight Effect Ritual Oil Orchid and Argan Oil Complex. It did smell amazing, and it was really nice on my hair. However, I don't think I would purchase a full size of it because I tried to order from this website like 3 years ago and I never got my product. I tried to order this. I'm kind of glad it didn't come through, honestly, because of all the hair oil I have now. But when I first got this from Ipsy, I tried to order a full size using their, 30% off code or whatever it was, but I never got my order. So for that reason, I would probably not order this, at least not from their website. But this was really good and it smells amazing. Here is the 12 Benefits Instant Healthy Hair Treatment. It's the same thing as It's a 10. So just get whichever one smells better for you because they work just the same, and whichever one you have access to. And this is the nice kind of thicker one that's just like It's a 10. So I did really like it. It does smell very good. If I came across it in stores, I would consider purchasing it. I actually did purchase a full size of this like yesterday. The Clean and Clear Deep Action 60-Second Shower Mask. I've had 2 of these now, and I was hoping to find somebody to swap with on my subscriptionaddiction.com for another one, but the swap fell through, so I was just like, screw it, I'm just gonna go buy a full size. I know that menthol is not great for your skin, but because I used Clean and Clear for years, I'm really used to that menthol sensation, and it means deep clean for me. So, and it doesn't irritate my face at all, as far as I can tell. So I really like it, and like I said, I bought a full size. Let's see. Here's the Vichy Pure One-Step Cleanser. I'm just not going to read the French. This was nice, but this brand is really expensive, so I would not purchase, but you can get it in like Walgreens and CVS now. No wait, I think it's Vichy too, I don't know. Here is the Clinique Pep Start Hydro Blur Moisturizer. This says moisturizer. I think this is a primer. And I know some people have talked about it on YouTube and said it's more of a primer because it does have that kind of blurring effect on your skin. Either way, I would not repurchase it. I have stuff I like better that works better than this because it was kind of a half-assed moisturizer, half-assed primer. It was trying to do both things. and it didn't do either one of them as good as just using a good moisturizer and a good primer would have done. So, and this is something I do want to repurchase in the summer. This is the La Roche-Posay Anthelios 60 Ultralight Sunscreen Fluid. So this is a sunscreen for your face. This is the least greasy sunscreen I have ever felt in my life, and it is SPF 60, which you see how white I am, right? I need all the SPF I can get. This is one that actually dries down to like a powder finish, and it felt amazing once you actually like sit there for 5 minutes and let it dry before messing with your face. So even though this is like $30 for a full size, I'm totally gonna buy it in about another month or so once I start really being outside a lot more often. Okay, so we have now hit foils. Lots of foils. I did a lot of foils this month, both makeup and non-makeup. I'll go over the makeup ones first. I had an eyeshadow from Urban Decay in Desperation. This was not my favorite color, but I went ahead and used it up. This is the Kat Von D concealer in Medium 19 Cool. I used this to contour with, and this one didn't break me out like the first one did, so maybe it was something in that particular color. I don't know, but this is a really good contour if you want to spend $24 on a concealer to do that. That was just how I was using up the deeper colors, and I wound up really liking the look. So I might pick up a cheaper concealer in a deep color and try that at some point. I did already finish up a contour powder this year, so maybe, who knows. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Illumination. This was really, really dewy. And I know it says illumination, I should have realized that, but it creased like crazy on me, so I would not repurchase that, or purchase. This is the Benefit Air Patrol, the eye primer that has SPF in it. I do really like this. It's a nice kind of yellowy color that works really well on my kind of yellow skin. So I might repurchase that in the future. I have a lot of eye primers right now though. Speaking of eye primers, I also have the Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer in whites. This was amazing. So I think they just came out with this or something because I'd never heard of it until I got a sample of it from Ulta, and I still have like the darker one. But this was a really nice lid primer, and I have really oily eyelids, so if I ran out of stuff, I might consider purchasing that. I do really like my Urban Decay in Eden though, because it's also got that kind of yellowy undertone, so I don't know. It was really nice though. Finally, the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer Pore Minimizing. This is the Smashbox one that I like. So I was happy to get a sample of it. And I may purchase one day, I don't know. I do have, see, I really like the NYX Pore Filling Primer, and I can get that from CVS. And even though you only get like 0.67 ounces, it's still way cheaper. It's $13.99 versus for 6.67 ounces versus, let's say, $16 for 0.5 ounces, so it is a better deal. Let's see, I have 3 of these Tatcha Indigo Soothing Triple Recovery Creams. This is blue. It freaked me out when I first squeezed it out onto my hand, but it is awesome. Tatcha stuff is really good, but so expensive. So I don't know if I can handle paying the price of these, but this was really good. This was actually a deluxe sample on Sephora, like these 3 things right here, but this lasted me like a week. So I do recommend them if you're wanting to spend money. I have a Wish deodorant swipe. I do like these, so maybe I'll purchase them one day. I have a Perfectly Posh Mango Mambo body butter. Really hard for me to say, but smelled amazing and was really moisturizing. I did really enjoy that. I have a Perfectly Posh Blacklisted body scrub. I didn't actually care for the smell of this, and I was surprised too because honey, sugar, and jojoba oil with a musky blackberry vanilla fragrance. It was just a little too musky for me, so I liked the formula. I didn't like the scent. Let's see. See if I can read this because of the stupid reflective packaging. This is the Dior Multi Perfection Cream, apparently, and it's got something gooey on it. Awesome. But this was nice. I don't know if I'd want to pay Dior prices for this, but it was nice. Let's see, we have Perfectly Posh Big Fat Yummy Hand Cream and Hello Sweetie. Sweet and sunny sugared vanilla. This was awesome. I would consider purchasing this. A couple of friends of mine sell it Perfectly Posh, so I get samples every once in a while. And the Cetaphil Moisturizing Cream. This has the unscented scent to it that I hate, so I would not purchase this, but it does moisturize, so. Oh, this I love. This is another moisturizer I would consider purchasing at some point. It is the L'Oreal Hydra Genius. Dries to a matte finish, and it definitely does. So loved that about it, and it was still really moisturizing for me, so I would consider it. And finally, the Shea Moisture Smooth and Tame Blowout Cream and Argan Oil and Almond Milk. I don't like the scent of this. I did get this for free from Influencer, but it does work as a blowout cream, and it also works as a regular styling cream if you never blow dry your hair like me and get sick of looking at this packet. So that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye.